This is black bear, just inside Northwest Territories. Kind of cool. Feeding away. Pretty big bear. Eating on something. Look at that thing. Alright. Another view of it coming up. Alright. Black bear. Okay, here we are back at site, cabin site. As you can see, there's a lot of brush here. So I was using that brush team to clean up some of this growth that's happened. There's a big pile of our logs. There's the scaffolding we brought up, just brought up today. There's a shitload of logs there that are still half buried. I don't know if you can see them. We'll definitely get to them and put them on our we got 9 footings here. And you can see one right about there, another one there. There's one there somewhere, and one in behind there, somewhere in there. But there's 9 here. We're just getting back to site today. We're going to clean the hell out of this area here so we're not tripping over all these bloody wheat thorns, because a lot of these things you go to grab like this, and look at that, it's covered in freaking thorns, like big time. It doesn't focus in, but take my word for it, covered in thorns. Alright, that's it for now. See how I look. Alright, sweating a bit there. And that's it for zoom. Yeah. Anyway, there's the site, there's the logs. There's Marcel giving her on the brush king. I'm just going to go take a look down that way and see what kind of, what's going on over there. I'm going to explore a little bit. Alright, later. Okay, there's a generator. Brought down from Calgary. Alberta. Anyway, a little bit of our supplies. We brought a bunch up there. Over at ferry crossing. There's the boat. The boat that floats. Is landing over this way, yada yada. There's Marcel, if that is his real name. Hello. Marcel, we're just, like I said, just loading up, and we're heading that way, down that there river, or up the river actually. It's just around a couple of bends. Takes us how long to get there, Marcel? Do you know?
Takes us about 45 minutes from town. Here it takes about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Marine vessel Lafferty, the ferry on the Liard River.
Oh yeah. That thing's running like back and forth, back till like midnight's his last run every day, I think, almost. Back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, we're gonna load this all up. That's a heavy generator. We gotta get up on our up on the high bank there. Carry that damn thing up, and then once it's there, hopefully we don't have to move it again or until we leave. Alright, that's it for us. Later. Well, let me get a picture of me in a big coat. This coat. You can see that. Right down to my knees. Anyway. Alright.
Edit that stuff out, eh?
Later. Okay, here we are. Back on site. As you can see, quite a lot of work's been done. I'm in right now. See, I'm in underneath this big tarp we stretched out here a while ago, or yesterday, just to keep some of the. It was snowing a little bit yesterday. It was like wet snow, so we kept the. There's my gun. Damn fine gun. Okay, Marcel's chainsaw. Yada yada yada. So outside, as you can see, it's snowing. We hang up our gas tanks so the bears don't find them tasty and puncture holes all in them. There's my generator over there. Works really good too. Very, very good. Anyway, let's get on these logs here. This log here, the one closest to us, we put on first. As you can see, we had to chop out the bottom end there, cope a little bit, just to sit on there, because it was up too high. So now, these three logs, that one, and that one, are all fairly freaking level to each other. So we went butt here, tip on that one, on the outside one. This one here has tip here. So we just laid them in, bolted them all down. Let's see, let me get any tighter here. This one here we just laid in here yesterday, and we rough cut it. This one about 3 inches down. We still got to figure out the formula how to set that, because that's 2 butts there. So if we have that too high, our next log on this side has got to go butt, tip, tip. So our next log coming into here, I'd say we have to be down to about this far. Let me get a good picture of this. I don't know if you can see that red line there. But we have to come down to about there. So our next end on this thing is a tip. That's got it. So the tip will be right here. It's only 8 inches high, so we can't cut the log off. I don't know if you can see what. Can't cut the log off and then continue it over here. So we've got to drop this guy down further so that the next tip comes over top. So a little bit of work to figure out what the hell it is. This middle guy here, we're not going to continue over on top of that. Once we cope it out here and the log that comes across that way, once we do that, then we're not going to worry about it. We don't have to cope out for it. We don't have to cope out for it anymore, because that's just a floor joist log. So we'll have to figure out what we have to take out here, what we have to take out here, and what we have to take out there, and do the same for another. We got more logs over there. We got to pull one over to here. It'll be another base log. We've got, I should see Marcel's chart here. In the yellow, as you can see, it says base logs. So we put these guys in here, and we've got one more base log. See at number 38 there. That's the size and all that. So this whole chart that Marcel went through earlier and grabbed all these logs in the order that they're in from the river. So that log number 1 is the furthest one towards the river, and so on, all the way down this way. So the ones I've got checked off in yellow are the base logs that are already in. So it saved a lot of time. Got anything to say, Marcel? Did you find that chart? Or that formula?
No.
Shit. That's too bad. There's that scaffolding I brought in from Calgary. That'll save time, help us out when we get a little higher here to stand on. So yeah, so we'll just give her. As you can see, it's snowing pretty good. Can't even see across the river. Well, you can see it, but there's across the river. It was snowing heavy earlier. So we'll just start working away. We're going to drop this log. The plan is to drop this log, get her closer to where it's got to be set. We did a rough cut there yesterday. Now we'll roll it up back over. We'll scribe it, do our final cut, and figure out where the hell it's got to go. But that's where it's going to sit. We just got to drop it down lower. Okay, I guess that's about it for now. Got anything to say, Marcel? There's all our tools in there. Is that it?
No.
Shitty. Okay, we'll let you go. Later.